Welcome back to Full Circle Ancestry and another Ancestry Sidebar. In Sidebar number 7, we're going to switch gears by talking about the wooden churches of Slovakia, focusing on the example that I visited in 2024 while on my Slovakia Ancestry adventure. This church is in a village called Hervarto. It is not one of my ancestral villages, but it was close enough to make a short visit while I had a free day to explore a few extra sites. The day brought some clouds and scattered showers, but it wasn't enough to disrupt my visit. Hervarto is a pretty little village with a small stream meandering through its middle. Amid a few religious displays near the village center, on a mild grassy embankment, stands this wooden church nestled in a cluster of hardwood. This map, displayed on a kiosk in the tiny municipal parking lot, shows that there are nearly 80 wooden churches along the Slovakia-Poland border. There are also similar churches remaining in Romania and Ukraine. Most of these structures are Greek Catholic. Some are of Protestant denominations, and only a few are Roman Catholic, like the one in Hervarto. This church, along with several other wooden churches in the region, is on the UNESCO list, as well as the Narodna Kulturna Pamiatka, a designation to protect national cultural monuments within Slovakia. Hervarto's Church of St. Francis of Assisi is estimated to have been completed in the late 1400s. Such churches are fundamentally made entirely of wood. As we rise above the church, we can see the exterior siding and roof shingles also crafted from local wood. Visiting Hervarto was a last-minute decision for me, and I wasn't lucky enough for the interior of the church to be open. However, this picture, also on the parking lot kiosk, shows some of the paintings and inscriptions on the inside walls of the church. This work was executed around 1665, with some additions up to 1805. St. Francis of Assisi Church is among the oldest and most well-preserved of all the Carpathian wooden churches. These structures are emblematic of the importance of craftsmanship in these small villages. Most villages in this region revolved around farming and other agriculture, but the trades were also critical to the functioning of these relatively isolated and often self-reliant communities. It was always handy to have a blacksmith around, not to mention a miller or tailor or leather maker or even the occasional brewer. But trades involving woodworking might have been the most vital, such as carpenters to build the houses everyone needed for shelter, cartwrights for making the wagons for hauling grain from the fields, coopers for making barrels and casks for storage, and shingle makers to keep the rain out. The roof shingles bear the brunt in protecting this church from the elements. Some of them are getting rather mossy on the shady side. Wood shingles need to be replaced from time to time, but this sacrificial layer helps to extend the life of the structural interior. While looking at the crosses on the tower peaks, we can also see the lightning protection around the roofline. This church is a delicate historical gem, and I suppose they can't be too safe. A closer look at the building gives a better view of the many tongue-and-groove overlapping shingles on its steeply pitched roof. There are a good 10,000 or more individual shingles, and they're all hewn by hand from felled trees in the surrounding hills. The modest village is fortunate to have a still functioning 500-plus-year-old wooden church nestled on a gentle slope adjacent to a peacefully flowing stream. It's quite an idyllic site in the hills of Slovakia, north of Prešov and near Bardeo. It's well worth a visit, as I'm sure are any of the iconic Carpathian wooden churches. Thanks for joining today. Hope you enjoyed this look at a prime example of a Slovak wooden church. Please like and subscribe. I hope to be talking to you again soon.